Welcome. Today, discover scrap wood creations that sell and press, Part 2. Subscribe for daily furniture and decor inspiration. Scrap wood has more potential than most people realize. What looks like leftover material can become refined, eye-catching products that spark genuine interest and conversation. The key is intention and vision. When treated as a valuable resource, each offcut reveals grain, color shifts, and subtle imperfections that add natural personality. These unique traits cannot be mass-produced, which is exactly what modern customers appreciate. In a market full of factory-made goods, reclaimed wood creations offer authenticity that feels responsible, creative, and artistic. One of the greatest strengths of scrap wood creations is their story. Customers are increasingly drawn to products that reflect sustainability and mindful living. Turning discarded material into something useful and beautiful shares a message of creativity, purpose, and environmental care. Communicating that story through branding, packaging, or conversation builds emotional connection and trust. Buyers often remember how something made them feel long after the purchase. Even a simple, well-crafted piece can leave a lasting impression when it clearly represents thoughtful reuse. Design plays a major role in transforming scraps into impressive items. Instead of hiding variations in the wood, highlight and arrange them intentionally. Contrasting tones and textures can create fresh, modern appeal. Clean lines paired with natural grain bring both balance and warmth. Careful proportions ensure even small pieces feel refined and well-considered. Precision in cutting, assembly, and smooth finishing greatly enhances the overall perception of craftsmanship and lasting quality. Finishing techniques strongly influence how products are received. A well-chosen finish enhances the grain while protecting the surface from wear. Light stains, clear oils, or matte sealants shape the final look without masking character. Proper sanding is essential because buyers instinctively respond to touch and texture. Smooth edges and polished surfaces clearly signal craftsmanship. That satisfying tactile experience often builds confidence and helps secure the sale. Functionality is key to market success. Practical items sell well because they fit naturally into daily routines and spaces. When scrap wood creations solve common problems, they become even more valuable. Stability, balance, and durability matter just as much as visual appeal. Products must perform reliably over time, not just look attractive. When customers experience lasting quality and everyday convenience, they are far more likely to recommend the maker and return again. Small-scale craftsmanship provides flexibility that large manufacturers simply cannot match. You can test new ideas, produce limited batches, and quickly adapt to emerging trends. This agility encourages constant innovation inspired by seasons, colors, and lifestyle changes. With relatively low material costs, experimentation involves less financial risk and more creative freedom. Over time, this adaptability helps develop a recognizable style that customers confidently connect with your brand. Presentation shapes perception. Even modest creations feel premium when displayed with care. Clean photography, neutral backgrounds, and natural lighting highlight the beauty of wood grain and texture. Eco-conscious packaging, like recycled paper wraps or simple branded tags, reinforces the product story. At in-person markets, neat arrangements and space for customers to handle items encourage engagement. Consistent, thoughtful presentation communicates professionalism and builds trust. Pricing scrap wood creations requires careful balance. Although material costs may be low, your time, skill, and finishing supplies have real value. Underpricing can unintentionally signal lower quality. Buyers often associate price with craftsmanship, especially in handmade markets. Clear communication about your process, careful sanding, precise cutting, hand-applied finishes, helps customers recognize the effort involved. When pricing reflects both labor and creativity, it supports your business and strengthens perceived worth. Consistency in quality builds long-term success. Even though scrap wood pieces may vary in color or grain, construction standards should remain reliable. Straight lines, secure joints, and smooth finishes become part of your signature. When customers trust that every purchase will meet a certain standard, they feel confident buying gifts or recommending your work. Reputation grows not only from creativity, but from dependability. Another powerful way to impress buyers is through thoughtful combinations of materials. Integrating subtle accents such as metal hardware, leather loops, or glass inserts can elevate a simple wooden piece into a contemporary statement. The key is restraint. Small enhancements often create more impact than elaborate additions. When mixed materials complement rather than dominate the wood, they highlight craftsmanship and attention to design trends without overwhelming the original concept. Customization offers additional selling potential. Because scrapwood creations are often handcrafted in small batches, adjusting dimensions, finishes, or engraved details can set your products apart. Personalized touches transform a practical object into a meaningful keepsake. Customers appreciate the opportunity to request subtle modifications that reflect their taste or commemorate special occasions. Offering customization, even in limited form, increases perceived value and strengthens customer loyalty. Efficiency in workflow is essential for profitability. Organizing scrap wood by size and type streamlines production. Preparing multiple pieces at once, cutting similar dimensions together or sanding in batches, saves time. Developing templates ensures consistency while reducing measurement errors. A structured approach turns what might feel like scattered leftovers into an organized resource. This efficiency supports both creativity and business growth. Market awareness guides successful product development. Observing what attracts attention at local markets or online platforms provides insight into buyer preferences. Trends in minimalist design, rustic charm, or modern industrial aesthetics influence demand. While it is important to maintain your unique style, adapting certain elements to align with popular tastes can increase sales. The goal is not imitation but thoughtful responsiveness to evolving customer interests. Storytelling through digital platforms amplifies reach. Social media allows makers to document the transformation from scrap to finished product. Short videos showing sanding, assembling, and finishing processes highlight craftsmanship and authenticity. Audiences often enjoy witnessing the journey as much as the final result. This transparency builds trust and positions your creations as genuine handmade goods rather than anonymous merchandise. Customer feedback becomes a valuable resource for refinement. Listening to suggestions about size adjustments, finish preferences, or functional improvements helps enhance future batches. Constructive criticism should be viewed as collaboration rather than setback. Continuous improvement strengthens both product quality and customer relationships. Over time, this iterative process shapes a refined collection that reflects real-world use and appreciation. Seasonal opportunities present additional avenues for sales. Holidays, weddings, and special celebrations create demand for thoughtful handmade items. Adapting scrapwood creations to reflect seasonal themes through subtle engravings or color adjustments expands appeal without requiring entirely new designs. Planning ahead for these cycles ensures steady production and maximizes revenue during peak buying periods. Durability remains central to lasting impression. Even small creations should be constructed with care for longevity. Proper glue application, reinforced joints, and protective finishes ensure resilience. When customers perceive sturdiness, they feel confident investing in handmade goods. Word-of-mouth recommendations often stem from items that continue to perform well months or years after purchase. Innovation keeps your collection fresh and competitive. Exploring geometric patterns, experimenting with layered compositions, or incorporating carved textures can create distinctive visual identity. Creative risk-taking, balanced with functionality, distinguishes your work from generic alternatives. Buyers are often drawn to pieces that feel thoughtfully different, yet still practical. The willingness to refine and explore new design directions sustains long-term relevance. Emotional resonance enhances market appeal. Wood naturally evokes warmth and comfort. When shaped into useful forms, it brings that warmth into daily routines. A carefully crafted piece can transform a small corner of a room, adding character and charm. Customers often seek items that make spaces feel personal rather than staged. Scrap wood creations, with their visible grain variations and handmade touch, provide that authenticity. Scalability is another advantage. Once certain designs prove popular, Increasing production becomes easier with established templates and processes. Even while maintaining handmade quality, efficiency improves over time. This balance between craftsmanship and productivity supports sustainable business growth. Investing in reliable tools and maintaining sharp blades and sanding equipment further enhances consistency and output. Education can also become part of your brand identity. Sharing tips about repurposing materials or caring for wooden products positions you as both creator and guide. Customers appreciate learning how to maintain finishes or clean surfaces properly. This added value strengthens relationships and encourages repeat purchases. Ultimately, scrap wood creations that sell and impress are defined by intention, craftsmanship, and authenticity. They demonstrate that beauty does not depend on expensive materials, but on creativity and precision. By embracing the unique characteristics of leftover wood, refining finishes, prioritizing functionality, and presenting products thoughtfully, makers transform what might have been discarded into objects of desire. Success lies not only in producing attractive items, but in conveying the care and imagination behind them. When buyers sense that dedication, they respond with admiration, loyalty, and enthusiasm. The journey from scrap to standout product reflects both artistic vision and entrepreneurial spirit. Each piece represents an opportunity to challenge assumptions about waste and value. Through skillful design and meaningful storytelling, scrap wood creations move beyond simple reuse. They become expressions of innovation, sustainability, and craftsmanship that truly sell and impress. Which idea was your favorite? Comment below and subscribe for more inspiring wooden decor ideas. Thanks for watching.